Hello, you gorgeous people. Thank you for coming and showing up on my Blissfully, Soulful YouTube page to come ignite that bliss within our soul. Grab your mats and also grab a chair. Today we're going to work with the chair. So once you get yourself all prepared, we're going to be moving in a lateral movement and we're going to utilize the chair. Just get yourself set up, and then once you do, just come right back to your mat and we will go ahead and begin. So just lift onto your toes, back onto your heels, wiggle your toes, and just lift up and down. We're going to set a foundation with our feet. So our feet are going to move us. We're going to find gratitude for our feet because they support us every day as we walk and carry our strong bodies throughout everything we do. So now let's be intentional. As you really just press into the floor or to the earth, wherever you are. You can be earthing on nature, you can be indoors, outdoors, wherever you are, just feel that connectiveness. As you press in and then point energy up, pulling kneecaps up, engaging, you're going to feel that tuck under as you lift in through the pelvic floor. As you lift through that engagement and lifting through the sphincters, drawing navel back to your spine and lifting up towards the sternum. Just take a relaxation, drawing shoulder blades down and back. Pulling that chin in and reaching crown up and pulling our hands into anatomical positioning. And then take a big inhale through your nose and a big exhale through your mouth. And just meet yourself right here. Close your eyes and smile at the same time. With eyes closed, being intentional as we draw the energy within. We put a smile on our face. Because anything that we have going on that may not really register with that smile, it's really hard to feel those emotions when you're smiling. So you know the feeling, fake it till you make it. That smile can just send a little message internally to the body to go, whatever we got going on here is not that, really nothing is important enough to take away our joy, because that is our power. So just smile. And then bring your hands to your heart. And I know life is not always easy. It's easy to sit and say, be happy, be joyful. But I know life doesn't always come so easily. And especially in these days and times with the uncertainty of the world, it can be a little more frazzling to our mental and emotional bodies. We can allow our mind to go down the rabbit hole. We can succumb to all kinds of things that have happened to our experiences in life. Job losses, family, illnesses, things that are going on that have really impacted us. And the one thing, though, that is our true power through it all, we can't control the circumstances of things that we experience, but we can control what is internal within us. And happiness is a choice. And joy is something that is internally at the seat of our soul that is always there. That's our divine being. We are created to be joyful. We are created to be prosperous and blessed. In our human form, we have experiences. And through these experiences, we have obviously trials, pains, and sufferings. But we don't have to stay stuck in that. We can choose the superpower within us to stay joyful regardless of what we go through. So again, as our hands are at our prayer, feeling that connectivity at our very core being in our soul, feeling the connection to our heart, and then stimulating that through our mind, being intentional in it. Saying, I will not let anything steal my joy. Joy is mine for the keeping. I choose joy. I am joyous. As we just kind of reaffirm through our practice today, these affirmations, to allow to settle into the bones of your being. And then go ahead and take a big inhale with arms all the way up. Reach tall. Let us slide it in those knees. Exhale, fold. Fingertips to the mat. If you can, you need to place your hands to your shin. You can shake your head. Lift up halfway, then exhale, deepen. Heel toe your feet apart. And then just begin to move side to side. That side movement Just waking up those thighs. Elongating the spine, and then hold it center. Lift the tailbone up. Place the right hand down. The left arm's going to sweep up, and you're going to place your hand at your sacrum. Stacking your shoulders and gazes up. And then release it down. Hand comes down, the left hand. Right hand comes up. Place it at your sacrum. Keep your sacrum center. And rotate shoulders stack. Gazes up. Keeping navel to your spine. And then releasing back to center. Turn your toes out to the corner. Lift your torso. Place your hands onto your knees. And you're going to roll your pelvis under. Tuck your chin under. And then roll it out. Tuck the booty out. Pull your chest forward. It's a plie stance with a cat and cow. So cat and cow. Roll the pelvis under. Chin to your chest. And then stick your bottom out. And then roll it under. And then stick it out. Cat and cow with a plie stance. 2 more. Last one. And then just hold. You're going to take your right shoulder and you're going to drop it down. Gaze up over the left shoulder. Pressing through those thighs, feeling that internal stretch your groin. Sit a little deeper. And then lift up and drop the left shoulder down. Gaze up over the right. Again, pressing into those thighs. And then bring it center. Take a big inhale, lift arms all the way up. Pivot yourself around. And we're going to place our hands onto our chair. And you're going to lift it up. And you're going to elongate your spine. And you're just going to lift. Lift, lift, lift. Point that toe and lift. Very light. And then if you want to increase, lift onto that standing right toe. And lift, lift, lift. So working on balancing. The toes, your fingers are very light on that chair. And lift, lift. Now flex into that foot, rotate that hip. And lift, 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 lift. With a little engagement. And lift, lift, lift. For 4, for 3, for 2, and hold lift. Now kick your heel to your bum and press it out. So it's kind of at an angle as you're up on that right toe. This leg presses out, so hip slightly opens up here. Kick it out, kick it out. Being intentional as you squeeze and you press and you press and press. For 8, for 7, for 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2. Last one, bring it down. Shake out that right leg if you're up on that calf. And then switch to the other side. Lift up the right leg. Lift up that left heel. And little pulse. Little pulse, little pulse, little pulse. Lift, 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 lift. Lift, 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 lift. We got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Flex that heel. And light on those fingers and lift, 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 lift. For 4, for 3, for 2, lift, hold. Rotate that hip out, bend in that knee and kick it out, kick it out. Kick out to that gaze over that right shoulder and kick. And kick, and kick, and kick. And kick, and kick, and kick, and kick. You got 4. You got 3, you got 2, last one, release it, bring it down, drop it out, shake that left leg. Then step it right back out into that plie, reach it out, little pulses. Little pulses. In 4, and 3, and 2. Now rotate those shoulders. So the rotation through the shoulders, all the way through, so forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Rotate them forward, rotate them back. And inch down, inch up is all you got. Get that right heel, lift it up. Rotating, squeezing through the shoulders. 4 more. 3 more, 2 more. Switch your thigh, other heel up. Place that other heel back down. And rotate, and squeeze it back, and 8 more, and 7 more, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2. Last one, both heels up. Now pull those palms up and circle, circle, circle. Both heels up is just an option. You don't have to have your heels up. But right here, find the challenge. So this is difficult, right? Talk about things in life come that aren't easy, but we persevere through it with focus and determination, having faith. So right now, have faith in yourself that you can do this. If you need to modify, heels stay on the mat. You keep those arms on, you keep those circles, but you don't give up. And then reverse the circle. Feel the activation in those arms. Arms are long, fingers are out, palms are up. You're an inch down, inch up. Progressing through the challenge with a smile on your face and the joy in your soul. 8 more, 7 more, 6 more, 5 more, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. Last one, lengthen and hold. Sit deep. Heels come down, hands come prayer. Feel the gratitude within. And then take a big inhale, lift arms all the way up, and exhale down. Lift, release, 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 lift, and lift, and lift. For 4, for 3, for 2, and your last one. Take a big inhale. Hands come all the way up. Point those toes forward, hands to heart, hinge it over. Then walk your hands to the left side and find your downward facing dog and step it back, down dog. First down dog. Press into your mat, grip with your fingers. Suction cup your hands, shoulders. Press back, this is ears and elbows. Line up, and this shoulder growth rotates, that external rotation through the tricep, through the elbow, to pull those armpits inward. Elongate the spine, tailbones high. You can bend in those knees and make little pulses. And once you feel in that positioning, you have a little more depth in it, then go ahead and begin to straighten your legs. Your heels don't have to touch, but if you can get them there, go ahead and find it. And then bring it out to plank pose and zip through your thighs, shoulders and wrists line up. Then press it back. Then bring it to plank. Then press it back. And bring it to plank pose. Hold it. Then drop to your knees. And then lift it up. Downward dog. Then drop to your knees. Then hover it. Then lift it up. Down dog. Bring it out. Down to your knees. Hover it. Press it back. So it's a slow little transition. You don't have to touch the knees. You can just press them straight back. Hover the knees and press them back. Hover the knees, press them back. Hover knees. Or you can come kneeling, tap the knees down, and press it back. Last 2. Last 1. And downward facing dog. And then bring it out to plank. Widen your feet to the edges of your mat. Widen your hands to the edges of your mat. Shift your weight forward. Take your right hand to your left shoulder. Place it down, then switch other side. And tap and tap. Fall onto your knees with a long spine if you need to modify. Tap, 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 side, side. Don't navel the spine. Don't let your belly sag towards the mat. You have 4 more. Keep shoulders and wrists line up. 3 more. 2 more. And your last one. Shift your weight forward. Hold it. Lift up, down dog, wide legs. Then bring it out, plank pose. Then press it back. Bring it out. Press it back. Bring it out. Press it back. And then bring it out and press it back. Now bring it out. Keep your hands wide, feet wide. Then you're going to tap to the side, then bring it out, and then tap to the other side. So side tap, side tap, side tap, side tap. Put the pelvis under. Long spine. Again, feet are wide. Drop those knees. Kick to the side, kick to the side, kick to the side, kick to the side. There is a place for everyone. Just don't give up on yourself. When life gets tough, we don't give up. We persevere through. We're survivors and thrivers. You got this. Breathe through it. Feel encouraged. Feel positive in your mindset. Feeling that joy within your soul. And feeling that happiness igniting. Because you're choosing it. And your last one, each side, then center hold. And then we'll lift it up, downward dog. Feet are wide. Then bring it all the way out. Come all the way down. Keep those legs wide. Make them a little wider. Reach those arms out. Press those fingertips into the mat. Feet are wide. Glue your toes down. Round the shoulder blades back. Lift the chest. Shoulder blades down. Lift up. Hold and release. Lift up. Hold and release. Lift up. Press it back. Hold it and release it. Lift up. Press it. Hold it and release. Now last one. Press it. Hold and release. Now as you press those fingers down, lift them up and squeeze into your back. Then lower down and lift. And lift. Off the floor and lift. And lift. And lift. And lift. Scapulatory pressure. Squeeze. Pulling into those lats to balance and stabilize. To press those hips down, thighs down, toes down. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Then bring it down. Press in. Head comes down and lift those thighs. And lift. And lift. And lift. And lift. 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 You got 8. You got 7. You got 6. You got 5. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hold it. Lift a little higher. Hold it. Release it down. Now everything's going to lift together. Arms and legs lift. And lower. 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 Lift. 4 more. Lift. 3 more. Lift. 2 more. Lift. Last one. Lift. Hold it. Hold, hold, hold. Breathe. Lift a little higher. And then release it. Hands come down. Zip those thighs together. And press upward. Facing dog. Round into your spine. Shoulders and wrists are in alignment. You're kneeling or popping off your knees to get a deeper bend. Your feet are flat onto the tops of your feet. Got that smile on your face. And then lift those hips. Downward, facing dog. You're going to lift your heels. Take your gaze between your hands. You're going to squat into your thighs and little pulses. Little pulse, little pulse. You got 4. You got 3. You got 2. Squat deep. Take a big step or hop to the top. Big inhale, lift, find your chair. Lift, find your fold. Squat deep, gaze forward, step it back, downward dog. You're going to roll it out to plank, elbows tuck in. Chaturanga with shoulders and elbows line up with a long spine, flip upward, facing dog, fully extended or kneeling. And the push-up is an option. You can go on your knees or opt out of the push-up and just press straight back to your downward facing dog. You're going to lift your heels. You're going to gaze between your hands. Just squat into your thighs. You're going to take a big step or hop to the top. Big inhale, lift. Find your chair. Lift. Find your fold. Squat deep. Gaze forward. Step it back. Downward dog. You're going to roll it out to plank, fully extended or on your knees. Elbows track inward. Shift your way forward. Shoulders and elbows line up. Flip your toes upward. Facing dog. Fully extended or kneeling. Press into the earth. Dip into your spine. Rounding the back. And then the push-up's an option to press back. Hold and breathe. Take that right leg, kick it up. Stack your hip and open up. Bring it through, drop to your rack hip, press in. Reach up those arms, Anjaneyasana. Keep that back toe curled as you press into it. Then reach those hands down, lengthen that back leg, reach up, crescent lunge. Hold and breathe. Hands come down, straighten that leg, drop that back heel, walk those fingers forward, pyramid pose. Forehead towards your knee. Both legs are straight, 12 o'clock with your big toe. Back left toes is slightly turned out as your ankles are in alignment. Pressing that tailbone back, crown comes down. You need those micro bends to your knees, keep them. You need to shorten that stance, pull that back foot up, because what you don't want is that heel up. You want it on the mat. And then if you want, you can take your hands and clasp towards your back of your opposite leg. So this front leg is right, back hand is left. Reach back for your left leg. Forehead down. And then slowly release it, lunge into it, but you're going to cartwheel yourself around to the other side. And you're going to elongate your spine as you place your hand onto your chair. And you're going to step the left foot and hip into alignment. Elongate your spine. So just make sure your spine is long. You're making the letter T. This is like your Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3 stance. Dropping that hip down. Flexing into that heel toe towards the mat, heel towards the sky. Standing leg, you can have a micro bend in it. And then you're going to have little pulses. Little pulses, little pulses. Lift, 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 lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, lift it. Then you're going to take it, tap it out, lift it up, crisscross lift. Tap, lift, tap, lift. Tap, lift, tap, lift. Tap, lift, tap, and lift. Tap, and lift, tap, and lift. Tap, and lift. Tap and lift, tap, lift, tap, lift, tap, lift, tap, lift, tap, lift, tap. 4 more, tap it. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Lift it up, hold it, then pull that knee towards that armpit, elbow, and press it back. Pull it up, press it back, pull it up, press it back. 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 You got 4. You got 3. You got 2. And your last one, press it out. Then bring it out to the side and drop it down. Lift it up, lower down. Lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift. You got 4. You got 3, you got 2, lift it up, hold it, press it back, bring it through, woo, and find your Warrior 1. This time your right leg is forward, reach those arms high, press it in, deepen down, breathe in, breathe out. Then let's go ahead and bring opposite hand down, opposite hand up. That back heel stays down on the mat as you rotate, revolve. Gaze goes up. Stay lunged into that right thigh because that knee and ankle are in alignment. And then bring that hand down. Take that right leg, kick it high to the sky. 3-legged dog right now. So if you want to try for 2-legged dog, that is an option. You can choose to stay where you are, or try to bring your left fingers back next to your left foot. Then if you want to take your hand to your calf, bring your hands to the calf. Try to bring that leg a little higher on the right side, and take your hand and hold and breathe. And then go ahead and bring that hand down, bring it out, and chaturanga, upward facing dog. Push up, downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. And then you're going to go ahead and take that right foot, kick it up, bring it through, walk yourself around. You're going to drop into that Anjaneyasana, press into that hip, and then straighten it. Then press in and straighten it on the left side. Press in and straighten. Press it in, hold it, walk that foot to the side of your mat, press in. So that knee and ankle line up, hands press to the mat. Back leg's long, if you want to kickstand that leg out, you can. And then hold it. And then little push-ups down and up. Elbows go back. Just little small movements that make big impacts. You got 4, you got 3, you got 2, last one, press it, hold it. Hold it, elongate that back leg or stay on your knee. Then take that top left leg and step it back and hold it. Then step it back up, then step it back. Step it up, 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 step it back. Step it up. 2 more. Step, then step, and hold it. Shift your way forward, chaturanga, upward, facing dog. Option, knees, remember, downward, facing dog. Then we have that on the other side. Take your left leg, kick it up, stack your hip. Open it up, that knee high. Then bring that leg through, drop to your back knee. Keep that toe curled under. Reach those arms up. Press it in. Knee and ankle line up. Press it in Anjaneyasana. Breathe in and breathe out. Then hands come down. Kickstand that back leg. Find your crescent lunge and reach those arms high. Get nice and deep. High lunge. Finding that center, breathing in. Making sure you're not slouching into your hip socket. Then straighten your legs, bring your hands down. Drop that back heel down. Find that placement, forehead towards your knee, navel to your spine. Walk those fingers further forward. You press your booty backward, that tailbone goes back, crown goes down. Now you find your balance. You're on that tightrope, balancing. Take those hands and reach back for your right hamstring. Your forehead is to your left shin. Now you can visualize, you may not be able to get all the way in the stance. You may have to keep your fingers down. You may have to keep a bend in your knees. You may find you're shaky. Honor where you are. And then go ahead and release it. Pivot yourself around, put your hands to the mat, and elongate your spine. So you're going to take this right foot and align it with your hip. With a Virabhadrasana stance, then Warrior 3 stance, bouncing with that chair, you're holding, flexing your toes and your hips down towards the mat. Little pulse, little pulse, little pulse, little pulse. Pulse, 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 pulse. Lift, 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 lift. For 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and your last one, lift it, and you're going to tap to the side, tap to the side, side tap, side tap, side tap, side tap. Lift it up, lift it up, lift it up, lift it up, and lift, and lift, and lift, and lift. You're crisscrossing your mat, and you lift, and you lift, and you lift, and you lift. Now you can stand with that leg with a bend in the knee. If you feel comfortable with it locked, you're more than welcome to do so, but I prefer to have it unlocked in this posture. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And your last one. Then lift it up. Open that hip and pull that knee up towards that armpit. Pull it, press, pull, press, pull, press, pull, press. Pull it up, press it back, pull it up, press it back, pull it up, press it back, pull it up, press it back. And press, and press, and press, and press. for 4, for 3, for 2. Last one, press it back. Then bring it out to the side, drop it down, lift it up, drop it down. Lift, and lift, and lift, and lift. Give me 4, 3, 2, and your last one, lift it up, hold it, then press it back, then bring it through and step it back. So now your left leg's forward, warrior 1, and reach it up. Check in, make sure everything's where it belongs. Shoulders are down, bodies are active, toe placement, heel placement, joint placement, breathing in and breathing out. Then opposite hand's gonna come down, keeping that heel down. Shoulders are stacked, gaze is up. Keeping that knee and ankle lined up. Reaching that arm high to the sky as you revolve. Then go ahead and bring that hand down. Kick that left leg high. Your 2, 3-legged dog, and we're gonna work into 3-legged dog. So kick the left leg as high as you can. Then get that placement, just walk your right hand back. So your right hand's right back by your right foot. Then clasp your ankle. So the thing is, if you're like, I cannot do that, you can find down 3-legged dog. Then you can find your hand back here. Also, if you need to be on your knee, find your knee. You can do it on your knee. So if you're here on your knee, your hand is back, shoulder and wrist, you can press it back. You can have your arm long, and you can press, and you can reach back and keep that leg up. If you want to keep that inversion with your head down, you want to keep that shoulder and wrist in alignment and reach back. If you're trying to find that length through your spine, you can reach your crown down and lift that leg up and place your hand back. All right, so wherever you are, go ahead and find yourself into your chaturanga upward facing dog. Push up, downward facing dog. Take your left leg, kick it up, stack your hip, bring it through and walk yourself around and drop down to your left knee, pressing in and straightening the leg, pressing in and straightening the leg, pressing in and straighten, pressing in, walk to the side. Press in, keeping that back knee down, press in, dropping that hip, curl that back toe, extend that back leg if you choose, and then grip with your mat and press it down, press away, press it down, press away. Little push-ups with just elbows going back. You got 4, you got 3, you got 2. Last one, press and hold it. Now as you press and hold it, this top right foot's gonna step it back, then step it up. Step it back, step it up, step it back, step it up, step it back, step it up. Then step, then 4, and 3, and 2. Your last one, then chaturanga, upward facing dog. Push up, downward facing dog. You're going to take a big step or hop, so you squat into the sides to the top. Take a big inhale, lift, and hands come prayer. Take the right foot, step it out. Bring yourself center and rock in those hips. Hands to the heart. Turn those toes out. We're going to find Malasana posture. So you're just going to bring yourself down. So this is where you go. Stay right there. If you keep your heels down, keep your heels down. Dropping tailbone down, knees open out, forearms press in to those thighs, and we balance and hold. Breathe in, breathe out. One arm balance we'll practice is our crow. So hands will come down, they're going to become our feet. As you are here, pressing in, your inner thighs are going to engage. They're going to hug and kiss on to your upper forearms. The outer portion by your knees, right at your triceps. So as you lean forward, gaze goes forward. You're going to squeeze those arms. You're going to lift up. It's the internal through the psoas. You're going to lift the left toe, then the right, then the left, then the right. You're going to teeter-totter back and forth until you can reach on both and lift them up. Gaze is forward, lift up, and you can rock back and forth. Press hands down, shift your way forward, lift the toes, rock it back. Bring it back, lift the toes. Now if you want to get a little funky with me and get upside down, your hands are your feet, you squeeze with those thighs. Again, you can keep playing right here. Or you're going to go from your crow, bounce in your crow, and dip yourself down into your tripod. And then just stay in your tripod. So if you feel like you can get up, pull those heels up first. Then slowly bring them up. You can butterfly your feet and pull yourself up as you're in a tripod stance. You can widen those legs. Hold in that crow and keep practicing in it. If you want to try tripod, you can. Feel like you can't teeter-totter back and forth in the two, that is okay. If you're upside down, slowly bring yourself back and try to hug onto this form and find your crow. And then bring it back to Malasana, hands prayer. A little playground area right there. And then bring yourself out, hop to your feet and have a seat. Extend your legs, pull your chest through. Rotate around, exhale down. Really take another inhale and exhale deepen. Then lift up, rotate around, and exhale deepen. Take another length, big inhale, exhale deepen. And then take a big inhale. We're going to pull our feet just a little wider than our shoulders. We're going to open up, we're going to come into the saw. So you're going to open up, rotate, you're going to exhale, spill out all the air in your lungs. Big inhale, fill up, and you don't want to puff up. You want to feel the expansion. So your belly may extend, but your chest will expand east to west. You take an inhale, and then exhale. So internal rotation is like a ringing out. So we're internally ringing out with each breath. So you take that exhale, then big inhale, then exhale. Out the mouth. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Then bring your hands up overhead. Pull those heels together. Rock side to side. And then reach those arms back up and exhale, fold. Again, hinge from our hips. Pull our chest forward and bring our crown down. And then come into your lotus posture. Palms are up. Receiving the harmonious blessings from our practice today. So we ignited the body, fueling it with feel-good energy as the GABAs, the oxytocin, the serotonins, the dopamines, the endorphins just flow, charging our body with optimal wellness. We can release and let go. And the fears, the anxieties, the worries, the depressions, the fear, I already said fear, because that can come up a lot. The doubts, the guilt, the blame, and the shame. We can just kind of try the best of our abilities to let those things just dissipate. And come into our God-given design of joy. And in this space of joyfulness, we have peace that surpasses all understanding. We can't understand what's going on in the world. We think we know. We have our narrative, what sides we believe that are happening, but in the end, we truly don't know. We just go with what makes us feel safe. And what we have to do is trust in the journey. And joy and peace encompassed in a bounty of love is our divine human essence. And that, my friends, is what matters most. It's not the external events that go on. It is truly the internal world, this whole entire universe that you have going on inside of you. This is the world that matters. When you take and harness control over this internal world, you will see the world in a completely different light, no matter what's going on. The world will still be beautiful, still be amazing. You won't be sitting in fear and riddled with anxiety. You will be trusting in life, walking through life with peace in your heart and joy in your soul. So receive that, claim that, and with grace and gratitude, bring your hands to heart center. Let's take a big inhale with arms all the way up. Exhale to heart center. Take a big inhale. Exhale. One more big inhale. Exhale. You go be blessed. Make today magnificent. And fill your heart with that joy that is yours already in there. Be happy and blissful. Be soulful. Namaste. Mwah.